discussed the randomly picked or well chosen ARs yesterday. Council for the respondent did not raise their fees. Apparently, we will know now across. Apparently, there is no discrepancy or difference when you're presenting those ARs to the witness. And again, that is their right to present their copy because if they're doing this, they're questioning, correct me if I'm wrong, Attorney Sarin, the chain of custody that it might have broken. But if it's not broken in so far as the ARs and after we compare it, then there is no need to further belabor this point. We will rule on the matter, counsel, at the appropriate time. I'm telling you already where the court is at this point in time in relation to the ARs that Cylene testified to and where she based her tables and summaries upon. And that is the copy of the prosecutor. I hope that settles the issue, counsel.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. I think without ruling, it is now clear that identification and authentication are issued. Statement of the presiding officer subject to cross-examination of counsel for the respondent.
And subject to the comparison that the clerk will be making of these copies coming from both parties. We will make them to the parties without need of Cylene's presence thereafter.
My last manifestation, Your Honor, and this is for purposes of clarity, because at the end of yesterday's hearing, the parties state, counsel for both parties state to mark the tabulations and for purposes of the record, can we just state, for the office of the Vice President, tabulations were marked in front of the clerk of court after the hearing, P-1-29, for December 2022 last quarter, the period December 20.
Before you continue, counsel, the one you mentioned is the one made by Attorney Wang.
Yes, Your Honor.
And subsequent ones will be the ones made by Attorney Papaya and Miseli.
Yes, Your Honor. So, these have been marked after the hearing, Your Honor, upon direction of the presiding officer, so as to make efficient use of time without engagement in court. So for the last quarter, tabulation made by Mr. Wamen, Attorney Wamen, was marked yesterday as P-1-29. For the first quarter of the Office of the Vice President, it's P-1-30. For the second quarter of the Office of the Vice President, it is P-1-31. And for the third quarter of the Office of the Vice President, marked as P-1-33 before the clerk of court and in the presence of defense, respondents counsel, and prosecution's counsel. A summary of this tabulation was likewise marked for December 2022, P-1-29-1, which we have now, P-1-30-1 for the first quarter of the Office of the Vice President, P-1-31-1 for the second quarter, and P-1-32-1 also, which we have now for the third quarter. For the DepEd, Your Honor, we likewise marked at the end of yesterday's hearing tabulations prepared personally by this witness and identified before the impeachment court. P-1-33 for the first quarter, P-1-34 for the second quarter, and P-1-35, all tabulations. For the summary, Your Honor, of these tabulations, P-1-33-1 for the first quarter of the DepEd, P-1-34-1 for the second quarter of the DepEd, and P-1-35-1, Your Honors, for the third quarter of the DepEd. With that, Your Honor, I rest counsel.
Duly noted, counsel, the markings are mentioned by Attorney Capuna and Attorney Lorna. Duly noted.
We therefore believe that we have terminated our direct examination.
Thank you very much, Counsel. Attorney Christine, you may proceed with your cross when you are ready. You may proceed, ma'am.
Thank you, Ron. Good morning, team. Is that the way that you pronounce your name? Saidin. So, you've been with the COA since 2014, right?
August 26, 2014 po.
August 26. So that is around 12 years already.
Yes po, magti 12 years.
Okay. You assumed the accounts of the Vice President, the audit of the confidential funds of the Vice President and the DepEd when Attorney Wangel was reassigned to COA last time, right?
Opo, tama po.
Curious na ako, Ms. Sailin, was that reassignment a promotion or just a plain reassignment, if you know?